Improvising. First of all, you have to understand form, you have to understand melody, and you have to understand pitches. You have to know your instrument. Knowing the tuning or the intervals of your drums are very important. A lot of drummers, well, I'm not going to say a lot of drummers, but some drummers, they just hop on a drum set and they just start playing, you know, but they have no drum key to like tune the drums before they even hit the drum, you know, to make sure that this is what I want to say today, pitch wise. So tuning your drums is very important when trying to create music. Because imagine a piano player getting on a piano and they don't know what a C sounds like or a G sounds like, C to G or C to F, what that sounds like. So it's the same thing for drummers. You should know what your bass drum to your snare drum sounds like, your bass drum to your tom, rack tom, bass drum to the floor tom. You should also know what your cymbals sound like, you know, so you can navigate through the pitches and you can understand how, when it's time to go high on improvising on a certain melody, you know what drum to play, or when you want to go low, or if you want to mix them together to play a chord, you'll know how to apply that as well. In terms of improvising over a song, you definitely have to know the form. The way that I do learning form is basically I keep singing the song over and over in my head, because that's what everyone is doing. If everybody's singing the song again and again and again and again and again, it's going to become a part of you. So when you start soloing, it's just a continuation of what you've been doing the whole time, from the beginning of the song until it's time for you to solo. Because the thing is, that's the one thing that everybody's going to have in common on the bandstand. Everybody's going to be soloing over those changes. And that's basically how people interact, and sometimes they play the exact same thing at the exact same time, and it's not planned. You know, it's just sporadic, and it just happens like that, because they'll say, okay, this person, he has nowhere else to go, she has nowhere else to go. This is where they're going, so this is what I'm going to play. So and then you guys wind up playing the same exact thing. So if you're singing the melody, a lot of times those things are magic can happen when that takes place. It's a lot easier for you to solo when you know the melody, again, because you know when to play high, you know when to play low. The phrasing that I generally use, that most jazz drummers use a lot of times, can be 2 on top, 1 on the bottom. So that can be taken a lot of ways. You know, you can play something like, so that's more of like the triplet kind of form, right? Now I can still play 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom, and take it, it's several ways you can play it. Another way you can think about it is maybe having 2 on the bottom, 1 on top. Or maybe 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom. Or you can have 1 on top, 1 on bottom. So there's several ways that you can go about doing that. And if you can apply that over a melody, then your ideas can be endless. I'm Charles Heath. If you enjoyed this video, I encourage you to like and subscribe. Peace.